get on board a Zipline distribution system was Nyarko Government Hospital. Today I'm told by these wonderful ladies who are driving this technology that about 8 hospitals, and amazingly, Samankese, which is very close to my home, is part of those hospitals. The Zipline Distribution Center is categorized into 3. That is the Fulfillment Center, the Flight Operation Center, and the Control Center. Basically, this company is here to complement the efforts of government in bringing health services to the doorsteps of patients in hospitals. This story aims at looking at the direct job it has provided and the role of young Ghanaian women are playing, using drones to bring over 140 essential drugs and blood to the sick. Out of the 18 employees, 10 are women with engineering and biochemist background. Besides, there are 8 people who are from Omenarko township, including Mary Dansua and Elizabeth Amuzu. Elizabeth Amuzu is responsible for the cleaning of the distribution center. Prior to her getting employment in this company, she used to work as a community health assistant on the ticket of the National Youth Employment Agency.
Because
Another young lady from the community working here is Mary Dansua.
I used to sell things, but I carried them out to other towns and villages. But through this work, I've been, making some money to do my containers so that I can have my shop.
Mary's day starts at 8 in the morning and ends at 5 in the evening. The role of Mary in the chain of work at Zipline is to ensure that boxes carrying the essential drugs and blood for onward distribution to hospitals are in good shape and can absorb any shock when the pack is dropped by the drones.
Then we make our box.
From Mary's end, I went to the Flight Operations Center and I met Georgina Wilson. She's one of the female flight operators at Zipline. Georgina says her drive into the engineering space started in her childhood days and used to ask her father questions about how things work.
As a kid, I always loved to understand how things worked. So when my dad puts on the light, like, how did the lights happen? How did the lights... So these questions, I had to find them on my own. And I think that's what has helped me.
She was among the first group of Ghanaians to be sent to Rwanda to be trained in using drones to deliver medical supplies to save lives.
So I was in Rwanda for 4 months, but within 4 weeks, we were able to come to this level. So I'll say that we have the best teachers, so we have a way of making everyone understand each thing that we do here.
Her day starts at 7 a.m. and ends at 7 p.m. because at Zipline, employees work for 4 days in a week and take 3 days off. She took me through what she does each day.
So we have the package, and on the package we have a QR code on it, and this is the parachute of the package that we are going to do. So what usually happens is we check to see that the content is stable. With the use of this software on this phone, we scan the package and assign to the body that we'll be sending. The key is to place the parachute into the crevice for the drone, and then push it in, shut, and take it to the launcher.
Eugenia Ando is an old student of Archbishop Porter's Girls Senior High School at Secondary Takoradi in the Western region. Like her colleagues, she studied aerospace engineering at the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology.
I, for one, built a drone back in school, and it took off for just 15 seconds and it landed. And being in Zipline, learning about our Zips here in Zipline, fully autonomous drones, being able to take off for more than an hour in flight, it's quite an interesting technology. And I like the fact that Zipline didn't look elsewhere but Africa to start this technology here. So I believe right now that we find ourselves in Ghana, it would give engineering students an avenue to learn more and to broaden their scope about avionics, aerospace engineering, and more to come.
Eugenia, after university, worked at Africa World Airlines as a maintenance engineer.
I'd like to encourage more people to venture into engineering and more of the females to do engineering. It's very fulfilling and rewarding.
Yvonne Agla is also a drone flight operator. Prior to joining this squad of females to use this technology to reach out to 12 million Ghanaians with emergency medical supplies, including blood, she worked at the Forestry Commission and taught as a science teacher at Ideal College in Accra.
There is nothing strange about drones and then the operations. It's basic, it's normal for every engineer to be able to do.
The dexterity of these young ladies leading Ghana's drive into the drone technological space is a delight to watch. Ethel Anya is a flight controller. It is a duty to see to it that the drones being deployed to deliver blood or essential drugs to patients at the hospitals are safe to fly and are in good condition.
Here we monitor all the flights in progress. Yeah, so and then the flight operators, before they launch a drone to a delivery site, they have to communicate with the controller to make sure that everything is safe before they can fly. So over here we have the cameras. So the cameras are at the launch area, so we can see, we have a 360 view of the whole place. Yeah, so we monitor from here. We look to see that everywhere is clear before we give them the go ahead to fly the drone.
My next stop at the Zipline distribution center was the fulfillment center, where the drugs in the blood are stored, packaged and given out to flight operators to launch the drone. With a background in pharmacy and biochemistry, one can work here.
As a fulfillment operator, my normal day of operations here is to receive orders from hospitals and fulfill them. So either it is for blood products or medical products, I go ahead to pack them and deliver them to another operator who sends them out to the facility.
And at the time of my visit to Omenarko Zipline Distribution Center, there were students from Omenarko MA Junior High School on excursion. These students are the first to have the opportunity to visit the facility since it was opened in April 2019.
That makes the town popular because some people said when we are at home, some people said, even when it comes first, some people said it's plane, that has come, but when we heard it is drones that has come, it makes people interested.
It helped the town to become popular because many people did not come here before, but they are saying that there is a big company here that supplies blood and medicines.
They were taken through the process of flying the drones, and flight operator Justin Fianu was on hand to do that.
Ready for launch, 228.
Are you wearing this pattern?
Ted John is in JHS 1 at Omenarko MAJHS and says he hopes to be a medical doctor in future.
Because I want to save people's lives, so that is why I want to be a doctor.
Would you be allowed to work here?
At what stage?
Yes.
Okay. So the requirements are a person should have a bachelor's degree, either in pharmacy, in medical technology, in lab technology, or as a lab scientist. You should have a medical degree in that.
Their teachers describe the visit to the distribution center as an eye-opener to help in educating the students in computer lessons.
We are so excited and it's so intriguing as to how the operations, how the launching is done, how the fulfillment operators are also working. It's been a fulfilling lesson. As we wrote in our lesson, we wanted to know how technology is being utilized.
Situating this company or this line here, in fact, it has helped a lot. For example, our children, we are able to at least learn a lot from the system, the delivery, fulfillment, everything that the operation is doing.
And after getting to know much about what these young women are doing at the Zipline Distribution Center at Omenarko, I decided to find out from them some of the issues that bother them in the engineering field.
In WhatsApp, Facebook, Instagram, they are all engineers behind it, and I don't think any of them went about carrying any block or something heavy that a lady could not do and then the guy was the one supposed to do it. So engineering is not all about lifting heavy metals and doing difficult jobs.
Engineering is not about just lifting weights or ladder or something. It's about your creativity. It's about your innovation.
The fact that you're able to lift the AC here, that is not engineering. You won't get the AC running. There are things that make it is those things that we are looking out for.
A drone in technological context, an unmanned aircraft. Essentially, a drone is a flying robot. The aircraft may be remotely controlled or can fly autonomously through software-controlled flight plans in the embedded systems, working in conjunction with onboard sensors and GPS.
They are redefining AI to actually solve problems that are currently existing. A lot of people dying. What can we do to save these people? We have to develop a drone, like a technology that can help make sure that everybody is getting the necessary medication that they need to survive. So I think that it's fitting into the AI, but it has an extra embodiment which has to do with emotions and the life of people.
To ensure that the whole country is covered with service of Zipline, 4 distribution centers are expected to be built. Apart from the Omenarko one, which is running, the rest will be sited at Mampo in the Ashanti region, Safiyosu in the Western North region, and Wale in the Northeast region. Nyarko, reporting from Omenarko in the Eastern region.